What do you think about Big Ramy? I want to get your opinion on it because, it seems like he went through so many different coaches.
Hmm.
He trained in different countries and stuff like that,
Right.
And actually, a lot of people thought that he was going to beat Phil eventually, right? Because they had some battles too between them. And he's a big guy,
Right.
a big frame, What do you think prevented him from winning?
Well, he's not hard enough. He's not missing any body parts. He's definitely not missing mass. He's just not hard enough. Now the question is this: why isn't he hard enough? He's had some of the best coaches out there. He had Yoda. He
Hmm.
had Chris Aceto.
Hmm.
He had I think he had Dennis even for a while. These are phenomenal coaches.
Hmm.
So why didn't he do it? Sometimes if I think the answer to that question might be in his bathroom mirror. He needs to look at himself, and I don't think it's these coaches. He's had the top coaches, the best coaches in the world, and it's only one problem with him. He's just too big. He's just too big. So unfortunately, now he's running out of time.
You think he missed his? Everybody has like a peak, you know what I mean? And when they at their
But can he still win it? Yes, but that window is closing very fast.
what if you train him?
If I trained him, I would lock him in one room, and then he would be on the treadmill for hours at a time. He would superset, he would giant set, and I would pull him down about 12 to 15 pounds. And I think he would have everybody at the Olympic would have hurt feelings if I trained him. But I don't think Rami would go through what I would put him through. I don't think so. He's
What?
had the best coaches. He's had the best trainers. He's moved all over the world. He doesn't have financial restraint. Something has to be him not letting go. I don't know him, but that's what I would say.
How intense are your trainings, man? Exactly. How like what do you take people through in the gym?
I try to get my training philosophy is I try to take them to the edge every single day I can. You have to understand the era that I came from.
Hmm.
My training partners, if they didn't win the show, they lost their contract. There was
Hmm.
no social media to supplement your income. So if this guy beat you, that's it. They had either three month period contracts or month contracts. So that would be the end of the story. There was no 2 year, 4 year, 5 year contracts. So they trained and they dieted like that was it, and every show was the last show. So
Hmm.
that's in my mindset. There is no tomorrow. There is no T-shirt money. There is no hat money. There is no food contract. There is no shoe contract. Those guys primarily got there. They had a media contract and a supplement contract.
Hmm.
That was it. So if you're under those restraints, you're going to train a lot different. Everything is very, very serious. And I think guys now that things are not as serious because they have multiple revenue sources. I
Hmm.
don't think Rami needs to win the Olympia. It's a want. Ronnie Coleman needed to win the Olympia. He needed that.
Hmm.
So I think that's the thing. It's hunger.
It's a
It's like
bit.
rap. The first rappers, the first two albums are great. After that, they're garbage because they have millions of dollars. And that's the more the money they get, the less the song gets. That's just how it goes. Boxer's the same way. The guy's hungry, living in his mom's basement. He'll knock you out. Now he's in the mansion, and he gets knocked out in the first round. It's the same story wherever you go. Hunger.
That's crazy because you would think you would think basically once you had the means, the money, you don't have to get a second job, third job. You know what I mean? You can just focus on that one specific goal. You know what I mean?
No, you're not as hungry, brother.
Mm.
You're not as hungry anymore.
Mm.
You lose. You got five revenue streams of revenue. You're making a half a million or a million a year, and then you don't get the 400,000 from Olympia. Okay, I still have $1 million coming in this year.
Right.
It's still the same thing. You can't hold your own head underwater. You can't. You're gonna come up for air. You need a trainer to push you through the darkness.
Hmm.
You need that, and you need to be hungry. You have to be hungry. You have to want it.
Hmm.
See, bodybuilding is not like football. You go to football practice and then you can go to McDonald's afterwards, a Burger King or whatever. But bodybuilding, if you don't sleep enough, it affects your training. If you eat the wrong food, it affects your training. If you miss the protocol, it affects your training. Everything affects your training. Everything affects your outcome. So it's a whole different sport. I got into the sport because it was the hardest thing I had ever done. It's harder than baseball. It's harder than every other sport because it's 24 hours a day. It never stops. It never stops. If you're not training, you should be eating. If you're not sleeping, you should be eating. If you're not doing that, you're cooking your food, prepping and getting ready for the next day. It's 24, 7 days a week, up until that show.
No fear, I'm standing right here, eyes peer with my mind clear, never look rear, only up, never down, off the ground till I'm found, hear the sound, listen to me now, as the beat pounds, every ounce of my effort pouring out, so you never have a doubt, do you like me now, am I good enough now, should I get more loud, till you hear the fucking sound, oh no, I'm losing my shit again, having to fit again, man I'm forgetting when, I used to have some friends, I used to play pretend, we all grow up and then, hating my phone and trends, I'm about to blow my head, nobody knows I'm dead, fear I'm a ghost instead, think that I'm close, I get straight comatose in bed, try to go slow with breath, without my nose and head, heart doesn't go the trend, faster it goes instead. One shot, that's all you got, take it right now, before you get lost, yeah, one shot, that's all you got, write your own story, you control the plot, yeah, one shot, that's all you got, could drop dead now of a fucking blood clot, yeah, one shot, give it all you got, and never back down, no I'm never gonna stop, yeah, one shot, that's all you got, take it right now, before you get lost, yeah, one shot, that's all you got, write your own story, you control the plot, yeah, one shot, that's all you got, could drop dead now of a fucking blood clot, yeah, one shot, give it all you got, and never back down, no I'm never gonna stop, yeah, I know that I'm a little OCD, the people close to me already know that's me, that's how it's supposed to be, cause nobody's perfect, you need something to work towards, that's worth it, you need something that's worth more, you deserve it, find a thing that you love, then preserve it, if you're heading down the wrong path, then reverse it, put your head down and damn it, start working, cause we all need a little bit of hope, to help us cope, as we go down this road on our own, never knowing where it goes, always wonder if we're close, always wonder if we chose the right fork in the road, who knows, you don't, I don't, is everybody stoned, I've grown, cause I'm sick of mediocrity, where's the quality, everything's about quantity, ironically we feed our minds constantly, but don't think logically, one shot, that's all you got, take it right now, before you get some different plans, it's broken by design, and I left all of my friends, I wish that I was fine, but the pain it never ends, it's never summertime, winter always pulls me in, and I feel so lost, and I feel so down, no this pain won't stop, with my face up on the ground, and I wish I could drop, and just make myself drown, in the life that is not, yeah you always let me down, you left me outside in the cold again, I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within, took over my life, so it has to end, it's over this time, yeah you came and went, you left me outside in the cold again, I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within, took over my life, so it has to end, it's over this time, yeah you came and went, I know that I might be crazy, I wish that I could forget you, baby, I don't know why, but I feel lost lately, looking for someone who might just save me, I don't wanna waste any time, I'll be fine, have to get you all out of my mind, so I grind, don't know what I'm looking for, I feel like I'm blind, wish that I could just go and rewind back. You left me outside in the cold again, I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within, took over my life, so it has to end, it's over this time, yeah you came and went, you left me outside in the cold again, I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within, took over my life, so it has to end, it's over this time, yeah you came and went, I know that I might be crazy, I wish that I could forget you, baby, I don't know why, but I feel lost lately, looking for someone who might just save me, I don't wanna waste any time, I'll be fine, have to get you all out of my mind, so I grind, don't know what I'm looking for, I feel like I'm blind, wish that I could just go and rewind back. You left me outside in the cold again, I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within, took over my life, so it has to end, it's over this time,